Welcome to Gastrointestinal and Feed Microbiology. In this lecture, I'll provide a brief overview of the course. The syllabus is posted on the class website, but we'll do a brief overview in this lecture. This course will discuss the microbiology of the rumen, hindgut, and feed, and its relationship to livestock production and food safety. You have two types of reading in this course. One is a textbook by Jim Russell, Rumen Microbiology and its Role in Ruminant Nutrition. This textbook is available online, and the link is in your syllabus. We'll also discuss 4 journal articles, and the title of these articles are in your syllabus as well. The course will be graded out of 540 points in total. There will be 4 exams worth 100 points each. These exams will be non-cumulative except to the extent that material builds naturally upon itself in the course. There'll be 10 written assignments worth 10 points each. They'll be due about every 3 lecture periods, and I'll let you know in advance exactly when they're due. We'll have 4 journal article discussions worth 10 points each. These are held live in Gainesville, but if you're not able to join us, written assignments will be available as a substitute. I'll contact you in advance to determine your availability. The grading scale is as you see it here. For example, an A is given to students with a 93 to 100, A minus 90 to less than 93, B plus 87 to less than 90, B 83 to less than 87, and B minus 80 to less than 83. For other grades, you can see the syllabus. Now we'll cover objectives of the course. After completing the course, you will be able to identify groups, functions, and characteristics of microbes in the gastrointestinal tract and feed for livestock, especially ruminants. We'll discuss other livestock like horses. We'll also discuss humans. You will also learn how to apply microbiological principles to solve problems encountered during practical livestock feeding. You'll learn how to analyze the function of microbes with biological and mathematical models. And you'll be able to critically evaluate journal articles in gastrointestinal microbiology with those journal article discussions that I mentioned, or the written assignments if you're not able to join us for the journal article discussions. Please see the syllabus for the schedule and detailed policies for absences and makeup work, academic honesty, software use, campus helping resources, services for students with disabilities, and the online course evaluation process. Before delving into the course content, I want to give you a brief background about myself. I was born and received my early education in St. Louis, Missouri, and you can see the world-famous arch in this photo. I went to the University of Missouri for my bachelor's in biology, and as you see here, my master's in animal sciences. I focused on ruminant nutrition, and specifically forage quality and evaluation. I went to The Ohio State University for my PhD in nutrition, though I focused on microbiology, specifically energy metabolism of rumen microbes. In 2013, I came to the University of Florida for my current position, Assistant Professor of Gastrointestinal Microbiology. Gastrointestinal microbes are important to me, but there are many other things that are important to me. Here are my wife, Shujin, and my daughter, Elizabeth. She was born in July of 2016. Here is our cat, Thomas. He likes to be stretched. As an assistant professor, I don't have a lot of time for hobbies, but one thing I try to keep going are my aquariums, and you can see one aquarium down below. Attending church is important to my wife, and to me, we attend a local Catholic church in Gainesville. In the last few slides, I'd like to give an introduction to gastrointestinal microbes and explain their importance to the host. They're important to energy metabolism. They ferment feed and produce short-chain fatty acids that contribute to the energy requirements of the host. These short-chain fatty acids account for 10% of total energy requirements for the human and 75% of maintenance energy requirements for the ruminant. Microbes are important to the protein metabolism of the host as well. Microbial protein that's synthesized in the rumen accounts for over 50% of the ruminant metabolizable protein requirement. The story is similar for B vitamins. Microbial synthesis of these vitamins accounts for 100% of the ruminant requirement. Gastrointestinal microbes are also important in deactivation of toxins in feed. We'll discuss these later in class. Finally, it's becoming clear that gastrointestinal microbes contribute to our health. They've been associated with obesity, malnutrition, inflammatory bowel disease, neurological disorders, and cancer, among other things. These have been best studied in humans and in rodent models, but the same principles may apply to other animals as well. In this course, we'll discuss several animals, but we'll focus mostly on ruminants. The importance of ruminants and ruminant digestion has been recognized for a long time. In Levitical law in the Bible, it's stated that whatever parts the hoof and is cloven-footed and chews the cud among the animals you may eat. So even amongst the Israelites, it was recognized that the ruminants were important, that they were set apart. A little bit later in the 300s BC, Aristotle describes the 4 compartments of the ruminant. In the 1840s, the rumen protozoa were discovered under the microscope. It wasn't until the 1880s that we had some sense of the role of microbes in fermentation. At that time, a German scientist showed that antiseptics inhibited rumen fermentation. In the 1940s and 50s, we finally cultured some of these microbes. Robert Hungate was the pioneer. He cultured rumen bacteria, methanogens, and protozoa. In the 1970s, rumen fungi were discovered, or at least they were recognized as fungi. And there are developments being made today. The diversity of gut microbes has been revealed by sequencing. Prior to a few decades ago, it was thought that there might be only a few hundred species of rumen microbes. It's now known that there are probably thousands. The goals of gastrointestinal microbiology include improving productivity of livestock and improving human health, and these follow very closely from the importance of gastrointestinal microbes that we discussed earlier. That ends our brief introduction to the course and to gastrointestinal microbiology. I hope you've enjoyed this first lecture, and I look forward to you joining me with the next one. Welcome.